Hello and welcome, passionate Pisces. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your Astro Tarot for July 2020, and another really big month in the heavens. This month it is too. We've already had a huge year, humongous year, and it continues basically right up until November, as far as things going on in the heavens. And there's so much to emotionally process at the moment. But I'll just give you a really quick rundown of how I work in case you haven't been here before, because I'm getting a lot of new subscribers. Thank you very much for that. I really appreciate your help in helping me grow my channel. So the first thing I'll do is draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at your horoscope. Then I'll do a tarot spread with some psychic tarot card interpretation. And I'll finish up with a psychic summary at the end. And sometimes when I'm channeling, lots of weird stuff comes through. I never know what I'm going to say. Sometimes it'll be for you, and other times it will be for the collective, the general, general societies or countries or the whole world globally. But let's see what happens. So I'll give you a really quick rundown too, just as by way of introduction. So you have so much happening because you have Mercury in your 5th house. That's all about your creativity, and it's going retrograde into the 12th of the month, and then there's a shadow period after that. So that could bring some miscommunications or issues if you have to sign, say you're signing an important contract or something like that. If you do sign, you may have to go back and revisit. But having said that, it is a great time for completing things from the past. The past may come back to you in some form. You may start remembering things. Maybe you started a project or something, or maybe your mind goes back to a situation in the past, and it's playing on your mind. So the past does come back often during retrogrades, and by their very nature they are disruptive. You also have a lunar eclipse in your 11th house of friends and networks, and I'll talk more about that. Let's have a look at some of these retrogrades now, just very briefly, before we move on to drawing the theme cards. So you can see there Mercury retrograde in Cancer up until the 12th of July. And I've just talked about that. Venus has already been retrograde, but there could be a few days in shadow the first few days of July. So this could be a quiet time in relationships, particularly love relationships, or even to do with beauty or art. If you're an artist, you can't get quite motivated, or if you're an interior decorator, it's hard to get the juices flowing, to be creative, but it should be coming off. That energy should be coming off day by day. Jupiter is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Neptune and Pluto are all retrograde. So there's a lot of retrogrades going on simultaneously, and as well as that lunar eclipse there in Virgo on the 5th of the 7th that we'll talk about. But let's go to the board now, and you'll see that's your horoscope. But I'll draw these 2 cards. Okay, passionate Pisces, for the month of July, the theme cards are... Closing my eyes now, I see a ladder. I think it's every single star sign I've seen a ladder this month, which is really quite bizarre. That never happens, that I see the same thing. You might be feeling overwhelmed with something in July, particularly the beginning of July. I see a tidal wave. It's almost like an explosion. The water goes up into the air, and could be your emotions coming up. You may be sitting on things that you haven't expressed, or something from the past comes back, and it's like an overwhelming feeling. Okay, so those feelings may have been bottled up in some way, and they're going to come out. So If you've got any sort of chance, first half of July, of taking holidays, having some time off work, you know, not having any commitments, if you can put yourself in a situation where you have as least as possible commitments in the first half of July, that would be good. Okay, don't take on extra work at that time if you can help it. Okay, this is the Ten of Pentacles. This is all about your finances and your possessions, your value system. You're likely, excuse me, you're likely to get, it could even be a large sum of money or large-ish sum of money. This is like a job well done. Something is coming to an end. You could be thinking about relocating, selling your home and making a tidy profit on it. Look at this house in the background here. There are celebrations about money and a sense of achievement. See, she's wearing gold here. This is about the solar plexus, and you could be feeling confident and very goal oriented, okay, like you want to get on and get the job done. And if you're a real estate agent, you could have some better luck than what you have recently. So property is well aspected here, but it could be any sort of possessions that you sell actually. You know, maybe you sell your car or, you know, stamp collection or something. Yeah, but there is some extra money coming in from somewhere and you're very happy about it. Okay, so that's most likely in the first week or two of July. Let's have a look at the end of July, the second week of July for passionate Pisces. Luck, good luck around money. Okay. And I'll talk about this in a second, but we do have Mars here in your second house of finances as well. So that would be contributing to it. Okay, going with that card there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I'm on the ocean. Yes, it's a bit rough. Okay, so some turbulent emotions coming up. I'm like I'm on a sort of 18th or 19th century ship. It's wooden. And there's things rolling around here I can see because it is rough water. Okay, so you could again be feeling a bit emotional. And it's about your money. So, okay, you could be feeling worried about money or something like that. But this is also a fortunate card for money coming in. Maybe you're worrying for nothing. Okay, this might be, so if it is a house sale or the purchase of a house here, you could be just overwhelmed with all of the mixed emotions of moving on and money coming to you here. So it looks like your finances are, you know, set to improve in July, but it is an emotional time for you. Okay, let's now have a look at your horoscope. Remember these two cards, the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, okay? Maybe write them down. Okay, so 15th of June to the 5th of July, Venus conjuncts Venus. You could have a strong desire for love and affection. You could form some new friendships or possibly even a romance at this time. So a great time for new beginnings. Reach out to other people now. 19th of June to the 22nd of July, Sun in your 5th house here. Now, 5th house is all about creativity and romance. And the Sun brings insight and awareness, and it also brings happiness, and you could be energized for love, leisure and creativity. So this is a house of entertainment. It's also where you live closer to the world of the child, so you might let your inner child out for a play and you're feeling much better for it. Okay, much happier. 26th of June to the 6th of January 2021, which sounds like a long way away, but it's not. Mars is in your second house here of finances, as I mentioned before. This is possessions. This is your value system with Mars. It gives you a lot of energy for improving your financial position, gives you ambition, enterprise. Do watch arguments about money. Sometimes Mars can make you feel a little bit impatient or perhaps argumentative. So take a deep breath and go for a long walk if you feel like that, a bit irritable or impatient. I know all about impatience. I know it well. 21st of June to the 8th of July, Jupiter conjuncts Pluto, and this gives you a need for personal recognition, deep urges to better yourself and improve your life, okay? You're looking for more independence and perhaps prestige. There could be some power struggles, however, if people around you don't like it. Maybe you're going for a job and it's very competitive and, you know, it's a bit, maybe you present so well that the other people wouldn't like you if they met you because you're a threat. 1st of July to the 17th of December, Saturn is in your 11th house up here. See, it's right on the border there of the 11th and the 12th. Okay, so the 11th house is all about your friends and groups and networks, associations, that sort of thing, all your connections. And Saturn is very serious. This could lead you to involvement in politics or some sort of social movement. It's something to do with a structure, okay? You could have new friends, but in a structure. Somehow you could take on more responsibilities in the group. Maybe you're a leader in the group. And it's almost like you want a purpose or a mission in life. The other thing that could go with that is that there could be challenges also with your friends, networks or groups. Maybe you have to let some go if they don't fit the same belief system that you have. But if the friendships and the groups are strong and you have a strong bond with them, you'll overcome those challenges. 15th of the 6th to the 16th of July, Saturn conjuncts Saturn. This is a very serious time. There's more responsibilities in your life and commitments have to be made. It's a time of deep self-analysis. You're more mature now. And it's a time of serious self-analysis, okay? Deep thinking about what you've done in the past. If there were some difficult situations before and you handled them correctly, you could get some rewards now. But if you made some errors in judgment, you might be feeling dissatisfied with the way that the decisions that you made, okay? But either way, it is a time of important decisions now. 5th of July, the Thunder Moon Lunar Eclipse in your 11th house up here ensures transformation around your networks, your groups, your friendships, your connections. And as I said before, you may have to let go of some people if they're not in alignment with what you believe. The other side of that is that would happen to make space for new friends and connections to come in. 6th of July to the 10th of July, Mars sextiles Venus, which favours friendships and love relationships, okay? So you could be feeling more open and warm towards new people, and new relationships are likely, okay? So it does look like there's a high likelihood of you letting go of some people to welcome new people in. 11th of July to the 15th of July, Mars squares Taurus. Okay, do be cautious of verbal battles because you might speak your mind without necessarily having a lot of tactfulness. And there could be some impatience and frustration. Slow down, take a deep breath, and do be careful about accidents, okay? So no point in rushing at a bull at a gate at something, or something could, go belly up. 20th of July there's a new moon in your 5th house. New beginnings here, this one here, new beginnings, and this is again about your romance and creativity, okay? So it's almost like, you either get involved more with people that you already know, or you become more involved with new people that you're about to meet. And these new people may not be on the same page as the old people that you've known for some time. 21st of July, the sun is in your 6th house. Okay, so the sun moves into here, your everyday work, your health, your well-being, and it's a time of doing your best work and examining how you use your energy with the focus on improving your efficiency. You could also have some health improvements, be concentrating on your well-being, have a massage if you can, depends on the COVID situation, of course. Be, more into meditation, looking after your diet, maybe a bit more movement rather than exercise, because you don't have to flog yourself to, get gains in terms of well-being. Just movement, so that could be dance or walking or something like that. 17th of July to the 2nd of August, Jupiter sextiles Neptune. This is a great time for sharing your spiritual ideals and effectively communicating abstract ideas. It could be that these people in the past, maybe they're not as spiritual as you thought they were, or you're finding that out. And so now you're attracted to people that are, have more integrity, more authenticity, and that are genuinely, on a similar path to you. Okay, so that's your horoscope, Passionate Pisces. Let's have a look now at your tarot card spread. Okay, remember these two cards, Ten of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles, focuses on money. Let's have a look now for the first week. We're going more in depth now in the tarot about what your life looks like in July. Closing my eyes now, I've got the colour greeny blue, sort of aqua, water, very watery, very emotional. But the currents are fast, they're fast flowing, and so the emotions that you experience, they won't last long. So even if you're crying one day, you could be happy the next. Okay, so all right, the Wheel of Fortune. This is fantastic. You are ending a cycle and the Wheel of Fortune is turning. So right at the moment in July, you're going through a transition. Transitions are a bit disruptive because you're leaving behind what you know and something new is coming in. So this wheel is turning now, and it's always to upgrade you to a higher vibrational frequency. Okay, that's fantastic. Let's have a look at the second week of July for you. Closing my eyes now. I must tell you, I did properly shuffle these before I started. Okay, second week of July for Passionate Pisces. I see a train on a high-speed train, and this is a train of thought. So there's a new idea or concept that comes into your mind. You find out something new, you're keen to share it. There's lots of people on the train and they're all talking and friendly, and you're keen to let people know about these new things that you've just discovered. Okay, so you'll see here in your third house of communications you have Uranus. So this could be something unexpected, unpredictable regarding communications. All right, Justice. The Justice card. Justice will be done. This is natural law, L-O-R-E. This is not to do necessarily with human law, but if you do have a legal matter, it's likely to go more favourably with this energy. See, she has an owl on her shoulder, and it's time to listen to your intuition. The owl whispers, into her ear what is really going on, despite what it looks like in the outside world. So you've got another source of knowledge coming to you. It's a time of weighing up things. You don't have all of the information because you're blindfolded. See all of this black? All of this is unknown. But this guy knows here. The owl knows. So listen to the owl. Weigh up what the owl tells you with the situation, and then make a sharp cut with the past and make a new decision for the future. Feet on the ground to be practical and real, okay, grounded in reality, and take some action. Okay, so natural law, karma comes into effect there, the law of cause and effect, and know that if you concentrate on negative things, you'll get negativity back. If you concentrate on positive things, you'll get positivity back. Okay. Third week of the month for Passionate Pisces, and what do I see? I see a man. It looks like it's in the 1800s. he's making something with his hands. Okay, so this could be about you constructing, building, developing an idea into something physical, and there's an element of spirituality with this. And it's going with that natural creative force that flows through you, which in fact is your spirit and your soul being expressed through your hands as you make something. Okay, so creativity is key. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, again Pentacles. Okay, so this is a new beginning. It could bring you money. Okay, Pentacles associated with your finances. There's lots of growth here, and yes, there has been some problems. I'm not saying for 1 second that all is rosy, because all of these grey clouds in the background. But look down here, there's blue sky. The grey clouds are blowing away. There's also this arbor of new growth coming. So Spirit is handing you an opportunity, a new beginning, some way to make money. It can also be to do with relationships as well, because it is on a physical level. Pentacles are very physical. Perhaps if you met somebody online but you haven't met yet, this would help you bring that to a physical level. Okay, so whatever it is, whether it's a creative project, your work, or a relationship, it's time to get physical about it. Okay, work with your hands. Get it out into the physical world. Looking at the 4th week of July for you now, passionate Pisces. And what do I see? Closing my eyes now. I see the moon. Yeah, I see it was the new moon, but it's come off that and it's in the increase. So it's in the waxing stage, and that means increase. Okay, increase, development, ambition, expansion. Okay, and we have the Fool card. Okay, this is a time of stepping out into something new, and you don't have all of the evidence, or you have to weigh things up here because you don't have everything that you need. But you can see there's some thoughts or some of your own energies or your family or your friends saying, do you think that's a good idea? And they're trying to hold you back. They're trying to stop you from stepping off the cliff. This card doesn't necessarily tell you which way it's going to go, whether you're going to be successful in what you're trying to do. But it does tell you to take action, because there's opportunities here, because she's wearing green, opportunities and growth. She's been grounded in practical reality as she's done all her research. So whatever it is that you're looking at stepping out into, it's a great idea to investigate it first. Okay, don't go in blind. Investigate it, and if it ticks all the boxes of what you're looking for, then by all means do it. But do know that some people won't like it. She's stepping into the ocean here, off the precipice. She's either going to sink or swim. So yes, it is a risk, but there's a lot of new growth, new life. Look at all these dragonflies around here. Your intuition, sort of heralding the way for you to move forward. It's quite often the universe will help you out if you're going to take the risk here. Okay, looking at the last 3 days of the month for you, passionate Pisces. Last 3 days of the month for you, passionate Pisces. And what do we come up with? No. Okay, that one. Closing my eyes now. Yep, I've got a skull in front of me. It means the past is dead. Okay, so you might be feeling that, to take a risk and to let go of things. It is scary, and so this explains why you had such tumultuous water in the vision I had earlier of being on the ship with the big waves. And it's not easy to let go, and sometimes you feel sad to do that, but here's your reward if you do that. the Queen of Wands, feeling really motivated, really fired up about something, getting ready to take action, listening to your intuition and your instincts. Look at this cat down the bottom here, and it's some sort of wild cat with spots. Looks like my Prince Harry, who's a Bengal. And she's expressing herself. She's also got a gold tie around, or belt around her waist, the solar plexus. You know, it's a time of feeling confident. It's a time of goal-oriented behavior. It's very motivated. It wants to move forward and achieve. There's sunflowers here reminiscent of the sun. Happiness, a time of blooming, of growth. She's on a wooden throne because she is in touch with reality. This is not just pie in the sky fantasy stuff. This is about being grounded and concrete and making these things physical. Okay, so you'll see we've got 1, 2, 3 majors, which is unusual. Aquarius also had 3 majors. It's unusual to get 3 in a 5-card spread. We've got Pentacles and Wands, so all fired up to do something, and your money could be affected. Now, let me close my eyes to do a psychic summary for you, passionate Pisces. And what do I see? I see a door opening. I see lots of red curtains on the side. It's almost like you come through the stage door and you're on stage, okay? So this is like a theatre. So all of the energies looking towards you, this is the audience looking towards you, but in reality, these are your subconscious energies that are looking for guidance from you, okay? And now you're going to act or, star in a play or some, dramatical theatre, some drama or something like that. But it's about recognition, basically, seeking recognition and getting recognition. Okay, I see the audience clapping. They're very happy with your performance. And now I see an aircraft taking off. It's in a desert. Maybe you feel like you've been through sort of the dark night of the soul, or it's been a bit of a dry time spiritually where you couldn't connect, with the spiritual energies. And now I see this aircraft in the desert taking you, picking you up and flying off into the sky. So the time of the desert is finishing, and you're coming into a more creative time now, and you're about to take off with a new project, a new job, or something that excites you, okay? So you're feeling very fired up, very motivated. I wouldn't say impulsive. It's not about being impulsive because this has been building for a long time. But it's just waiting for the right opportunity. This could also be to do with relationships, because now I see Rapunzel in the tower and letting down the golden hair, her golden hair, and the man climbing up the hair. I think it was Prince Charming. I forget the myth or the fairy story, but the man climbs up up her hair and releases her from the tower. And so you're about to be released from a situation which has been holding you captive for some time, and then they're kissing, and this is about the integration of the energies. So you're integrating freedom. This man represents freedom to you, and that's coming into your life. So now I see some puppets on a string, and you were one of those puppets, and those strings are being cut now so that you'll be free. Okay, so lots of different visions rolling one into the next there, passionate Pisces, but they're all saying in different ways, they're all saying the same thing, that you're about to go into a new expansive time where an expansive period in your life, actually, I feel like it could last for some years. So last for, an extended period where, you can get things done and you're feeling more free than before. Okay, I hope you found this helpful. Please give it a like if it was. I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And even if you're already subscribed, please hit the notification bell again, because I see I've got a lot of subscribers, but not all are have hit that bell, so you won't get notified of when I'm doing new things if you haven't hit it. And if you think you subscribe, please check, because I know YouTube does sometimes unsubscribe people. It must be a glitch or something, because I'm hearing other YouTubers say the same thing. But most importantly, Passionate Pisces, have a very wonderful month, and I shall see you again soon. Thanks, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.